Now, he was one of the most influential and controversial thinkers of the 20th century who changed the way we understand human behaviour. But did you know that Sigmund Freud did some of his work right here in London? He had a home in Hampstead, which is now the Freud Museum. Well, just ahead of the republication of his books, Wendy Harrell has been for a look around.
20 Maresfield Gardens in northwest London, the home of Sigmund Freud for the last year of his life. Now the Freud Museum. The rooms are just as he left them, and in his study, the famous couch upon which he'd treat his patients.
Sigmund Freud is known as being the founder of psychoanalysis. He was the one, more than anybody else, who really delved into the power of the unconscious mind. And he made it his life's work and legacy. But that's not all he's famous for. He is also the inventor of the talking cure, if you like.
That was also a new thing, the idea that if you talk to someone who was neurotic or mad, you might get some results rather than just locking them up and treating them, quite violently often.
Now Freud's complete works, the first written 140 years ago, have been republished, perhaps signalling a renewed interest in the man.
How much of a celebrity was he when he came to London?
I mean, he was an international figure. It was the news of the day when he arrived, and there was pictures everywhere. I think there were some crowds waiting to meet him as he came off the train.
The story of his escape from Nazi persecuted Austria following the so-called Anschluss in the spring of 1938, that had been widely reported in the press. So by the time he got to London in June of that year, everybody knew that he was on his way, everybody knew about his arrival.
Important people came to visit him here. Unclear whether that included the writer C.S. Lewis, though this is the basis of a fictional film out in June starring Anthony Hopkins.
And this is the very couch from the film, a replica of the one downstairs here at the museum and acquired by Sigmund Freud's great-grandson David. This film is yet another to portray Freud on screen, and of course his theories have influenced so many filmmakers, writers and artists. He remains an intriguing figure in popular culture.
Wendy Harrell, BBC London.